Alright guys, we're still waiting on some parts, but while we wait on the parts, we are going to go ahead and remove this skin off of the bedside. So let's go ahead and start drilling all the spot welds out. Alright, so a million spot welds later, we got the skin off the bed. So this is what it looks like underneath that shell. It was glued on this little corner there where the taillight is. It's got some of this foam to keep it from vibrating, and then it was also glued on this wheel arch, and as you can see, it's not a complete wheel arch, it's only probably half of it. And then you got those legs left over, same thing there. And that's what the inside of the skin looks like. When I was knocking on it, they got some sound dampening, I guess. Alright, so we'll wait for our skin to come in and then we can start putting that on. But while we're still waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and grind all these areas and prep them for me to weld the new skin back on. Alright guys, so we got that bedside skin all taken off, and our parts ordered from the dealer came in, and a couple other miscellaneous things came in that we bought offline. So we got this big huge pile of parts in order to fix this ram. The only thing we're still missing we're missing one of the driver's side door glass, and one of the airbags, basically a couple of small things that we're missing. But let's open these boxes up and see what we got to repair this. Guess we'll start off with the big ones. Alright, so we got a brand new fender from the dealer. And even from the dealer, it'll come with the E-coating missing. But that's alright, we're going to paint this anyway. Alright, some of these bigger boxes we're not going to be taking this stuff out, but let's just see what's inside of them. Alright, so this is the skin for that quarter that we just finished taking off. So this came in just in time, so we can go ahead and put that on there. So we got some of these smaller ones. This that bracket that's out front between the rails. Wow, this comes pre-painted. I can't believe that. And this is only $5 from the dealer. So you guys will be surprised what the rest of these parts actually cost from the dealer. But you got to stay tuned to the very end to find that out, what each part costs. We have a couple of these brackets. Those will go right here because those are bent up. And this one, the things that we wound up getting from online. One, the LED fog lights. Okay. This one is, they call this the reinforcement basically for that right there. We didn't need the other one, but they sell them in pairs, so had no choice but to get two of them. If you guys are repairing one and need the other side, let me know. Alright, let's see what's in this big box. Brand new bumper. Also from the dealer, because truck just came out, so there's not much aftermarket online, so that's why you see everything's Mopar. But we usually, if we can, like to use the OEM stuff. Alright, these bigger boxes, this is the front door, the front driver door. I'm not going to take it out just because it's a little bit in there, so we don't want to damage it and leave it in the packaging. And this one is the rear door. Like we were saying earlier, we decided to get the complete door shell instead of trying to do the skin, so that way everything's nice and perfect on the edges of it. We got some fog light cover bezels for the bumper. Again, they only sell them in pairs, so we had to get two of them. What's that? TRW, something in German. This is our parking brake actuator that was broken, so that came in. Okay, so this is the active shutters that are in front of the radiator. The frame was all busted up, so we had to get a new one. This is the mirror. We wound up getting that used offline. It was a lot cheaper, but it's still OEM, perfect condition. Got a little smudges on it, but it's used. That'll clean off of there. This we also wound up getting used. I already opened it up because I had to check it for damages, but this is the headlight that we thought was all in one piece for the passenger side, but it was all busted up, so we had to get a new one. Got this used. It was a good savings. We got it online. So this is the piece, the filler piece that goes up underneath the headlight. This one's busted and that one was good, so had to get another one. This is a bracket that's inside the front driver door. That's the first one that I took apart. Wasn't quite sure of how this came apart, but I wound up breaking those little tabs there, so I got a new one, so that way everything's 100%. There's not a single issue once we're done fixing it. Alright, that looks like it's an airbag. That's one of the curtains. Still waiting on the other one. They didn't have it in stock. Alright, and we actually got two more airbags. These are the airbags that go inside the seats. Alright, what are we missing? Actually, I wonder what's in there. Pretty heavy. Let me grab some pliers and pry this open and see what's in there. Actually, you know what? I think this is the tool that we got for this Ram, but it's not it. We got it for the Ram, but I think we're going to be able to use it a lot for all of our other projects. Alright, something heavy duty. So this is what we wound up getting. If any of you guys have watched Arthur Tusik, I think that's how you say his name. He uses this tool a lot. It's he calls it a spotter. So we decided to get one for ourselves and try it out. Since he uses it so much, it must be very helpful and speed up the process and make it for a quality repair. Let's see what's in this this little box. Alright, so we got like a little hook, other little things, suction cup. I don't know what those are for, but I guess we'll find out when we read the instructions. Yeah, this is for the wiggle wire that you can take out like a body line or something, a curved thing. You basically hook it to that and you can pull out different size dents and everything like that. These slide back and forth. Alright, these look like the tips that you weld onto with the actual gun, and you can switch them once they get worn out. Alright, so there's the machine itself. There's the wiggle wire that I was telling you about, that you can put it to different, basically there's a lot of uses for this, I guess, from what I've seen. Alright, so I guess this goes in here somehow. Alright, so you got like a little gun welded to that, and then you can go ahead and knock your dents out. And you can get like a whole bunch of, I think this is going to be very useful for us for all of our projects that we work on. And again, we're not sponsoring or trying to give a commercial for any of this stuff. We just went out and bought this on our own because we figured it would be very helpful. It would help us to get our jobs done quicker and a better quality of it. Alright guys, so that's a ton of parts that we got to put onto this ram. So we're going to clean up this mess, and then we're going to come back tomorrow and we're going to start putting that bed skin on. So we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Alright, so the new skin fits really good on here. Everything's nice and tight, and on the frame of the actual bed got tweaked, so that's good. So we're going to go ahead, everything fits up. You can see all the holes for the weather stripping line up. This will raise it up a little bit, but we'll mimic the other side. But otherwise everything fits really good. So we're going to go ahead and take this off, and we'll put it back on there with some panel bond in certain spots, and we'll start welding it on. Alright guys, so we test fitted the skin. It fit good, so we're going to go ahead and install it. We are going to be using panel bond. This is an approved way of installing a skin on a bedside. So basically everywhere where the skin is supposed to touch the actual frame of the bed, we are going to go ahead and put panel bond on there, and then put the skin on there. We're going to clamp it and leave it for 24 hours. That's the cure time on it. We got 90 minutes of working time. So we're going to go ahead and take some of this out. That tube right there makes the two components mix nicely. We're going to put a little bit of a bead out, so that way we have good mixture coming out. The other benefit of panel bonding this versus welding is that this won't rust, whereas even if you use the spray through or the weld through primer, when you weld it, it still has a chance of rusting between the two sheets of metal. So we're just going to go ahead and panel bond this. Alright guys, so we got the skin installed. We got the panel bond everywhere. We got a whole bunch of clamps all over the place where we can reach them. So that's all clamped up. We got clamps on the inside of the arch on the bottom there. So it should be good. We're going to leave this overnight, let it dry, and once the panel bond is dry, this is going to be ready for prep to paint it. Alright guys, so that brings this episode to an end. If you guys like our videos, you like what you see, make sure you guys subscribe, you like, you comment, and make sure you don't miss that next episode. We're going to start working on the Ram itself. We're going to pull that frame rail and then fix the A pillar and the C pillar. And we'll see you in that video.